So let me get this right. You have the perfect morning routine, the dopamine menu. It's probably really cute. And you downloaded that really cool meditation app. You use it for about 7 minutes in the morning, but you're still dragging yourself through Tuesday like you got hit by a productivity truck. Babe, everyone thinks you have it together. I know. But internally, you feel like you are one Amazon delivery away from a complete breakdown. And honestly, you might be thinking, because you're bad at self-care. No, you're really good at it. It's just that what we've been sold as self-care was designed by people who clearly never had to manage a full life while looking like they're winning at absolutely everything. And this version of self-care is keeping you stuck. And don't get me wrong, I love self-maintenance, clearly, but that's not what I'm talking about. And let me tell you why this matters so much to me. A few years ago, quite a few actually, I looked like I was absolutely killing it. I got my MBA, I had big promotions, check, great job, check, great relationship with my son, traveling, friends, hobbies, check. From the outside, it looked like I had it all figured out, but the gap between what everyone saw and what I was actually living was destroying me, right? My relationship with my body and my health was awful. I was falling apart and I was diagnosed with an autoimmune condition, and that became my wake-up call. I realized that I had been ignoring the whispers and my body finally had to scream to get my attention. The decision I made in that moment changed everything. I had to find a completely different way to live, and my mission became creating the blueprint that I wished I'd had. So I became a certified movement instructor, meditation teacher, and board certified health coach, not just to heal myself, but to be the voice that I needed when I was drowning in my having it all era. And by the way, you can have it all, right, without sacrificing your sanity. But here's why bubble bath self-care doesn't work for high achieving women like us. First, it's treating symptoms, not the system. You're exhausted because you're over functioning, and taking a bath is not going to change that. I don't care what you put in it. It doesn't change the fact that you said yes to like 3 things that you probably should have said no to. Second, it reinforces the problem, the mindset that this kind of self-care says work yourself to death Monday through Friday and then recover on self-care Sunday. And that's not sustainable. That's just a hamster wheel with really good marketing. Third, it's individualistic when the problem is systemic. You're not tired because you're not good enough at self-care. You're tired because you're operating in systems that were not designed for human sustainability. Real self-care, what I call radical self-care, isn't about managing symptoms. It is about changing the system. And I have a framework that it worked for me. It actually has worked for my clients. 3 parts. Part 1, nervous system science. Your body is stuck in survival mode. And until you teach your nervous system that it's safe to rest, no amount of bubble baths is going to help. This is like breath work. This is boundary setting, saying no, turning your phone off, literally rewiring your stress response using actual science. Part 2, soul work. You have to examine the stories you're telling yourself about what makes you valuable. If your worth is tied to your productivity, babe, you are never going to feel safe to rest. We get clear on your values, not society's expectations. And part 3, AI system strategy. I know, plot twist, but technology can handle the busy work so you can focus on what's important. We set up systems that do more in less time, so you're not choosing between success and sanity. This is not about doing more self-care. It's about doing different. It's about recognizing that rest is not your reward. It is your rhythm. It is your rhythm. It is your divine right. And in fact, it can be your superpower. Now, if you're sitting here thinking, girl, this sounds really good, but where do I even start? Don't worry, I got you. I created a free assessment. Well, choose your own adventure. It's part free, part paid. You decide. And it'll show you exactly where you are on the burnout to balance spectrum and give you your personalized roadmap for building real recovery into your life. This isn't another quiz that just tells you take more baths. This is based on nervous system science and the same framework that helped me go from an autoimmune diagnosis to thriving. The link is in the description. It takes less than 5 minutes and you'll get your results immediately along with next steps for your situation. Yes, they are curated for you. And hey, if you're someone like me that wants to do what I do, which is live a life you don't feel like you want to run from every 5 minutes, then let's start with that assessment, because the revolution begins with knowing where you're starting from. I would love it if you would drop fire in the comments if this resonated. And I'll see you in the next video where we're talking about the productivity trap that is keeping you stuck. Like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.